The Samsung S90F and Samsung S90H are both capable of producing the kind of darkroom picture that makes the screen almost disappear during a movie, with perfect OLED blacks, precise highlights, and no traditional backlight blooming. But once every light in the room is turned off, something unexpected happens. One of the S90H's biggest upgrades suddenly becomes far less important, and that could make the older S90F the smarter buy. Darkroom viewing plays directly to the biggest strength shared by both televisions, because every OLED pixel can control its own light and switch completely off whenever the image requires true black. Instead of relying on local dimming zones, both TVs can place a bright star, subtitle, candle, or reflection directly beside a completely black area without creating the glowing halo that can appear on mini LED displays. This becomes especially noticeable in horror movies, science fiction, prestige dramas, and cinematic games, where large portions of the image may remain close to black. Shadowed rooms retain convincing depth, nighttime streets feel genuinely dark, and bright objects stand out with much greater precision because there is no illuminated backlight sitting behind the entire panel. Both models also use Samsung's NQ4 AI Gen 3 processor, so the S90F remains highly competitive when it comes to image processing, upscaling, and extracting detail from lower quality sources. If you watch compressed streaming content or older movies alongside premium 4K HDR material, the newer model does not suddenly make the S90F feel outdated. HDR is similarly impressive on both televisions because the combination of true blacks and bright OLED highlights creates strong perceived contrast. An explosion does not necessarily need extreme mini LED brightness to look dramatic when the pixels surrounding it are completely dark, and this is one reason OLED can feel so cinematic in a controlled room. Before choosing between them, check the current prices through the links in the description, because darkroom viewing is one situation where a substantial discount on the S90F could be extremely difficult to ignore. Neither television supports Dolby Vision, so the S90H does not solve one of the main reasons movie enthusiasts sometimes choose LG or Sony instead. Both Samsung models still provide excellent HDR performance with supported formats, but if Dolby Vision is essential to your home theater, neither generation gives you that feature. The 165Hz capability of the S90H also provides almost no advantage for movies and normal streaming, while even console gamers will not benefit from the difference over the S90F's already high refresh rate support. In a dark room, the comparison therefore comes down much more to core OLED performance than headline specifications. And this is where the upgrade I mentioned at the beginning loses much of its importance. Glare-free is one of the strongest reasons to choose the S90H in a bright living room. But if your room is already dark and reflections have effectively disappeared, there is much less for that treatment to solve. The S90F can already show its OLED blacks and contrast under nearly ideal conditions, which dramatically reduces the practical gap between these televisions. That changes my buying decision. If you mainly watch movies, Netflix, or cinematic games at night in a controlled room, I would choose the Samsung S90F if it is meaningfully cheaper. You are still getting perfect OLED blacks, outstanding contrast, excellent processing, fast response, and nearly everything that defines the premium Samsung OLED experience. I would choose the Samsung S90H if the price difference is small because it remains the newer and more versatile television, particularly if your viewing conditions sometimes change during the day. But specifically for a dedicated darkroom setup, I would not pay a large premium for it. So, for this comparison, the S90F may actually be the better buy. If you can find it at a strong discount, I would confidently recommend saving the money and choosing the older model, because once the lights go out, the differences that justify the S90H become much harder to see. If you would like to check today's price, availability, or read buyer reviews, you will find the links in the description below.